So it feels like we're starting with a meditation straight away rather than the words today. So if you've got a moment to get comfy and find somewhere to sit and just give yourself a little time to turn the outward facing eyes inwards. So closing the eyes, turning the outward facing eyes inwards, making an intention and then letting go. To drop the seat of seeing into the heart and center, as though a part of us is rested deep within our chest, opening to notice those physical sensations happening there now, not naming them, just noticing them as though they were simply a vibration, dropping into that restful rhythm of the breath, even if it doesn't feel restful, whatever it's doing, reminding ourselves that the breath has a rhythm. The rhythm takes care of itself, and that rhythm takes care of us. It's something that we don't make happen, we don't force, we don't push. It's just there. And allowing ourselves these moments to let everything from the outside world fall away just for these moments, as though nothing were more important than resting inside ourselves and relaxing into these rhythms here now. These are our rhythms, no one else's. Our space. This is our sacred, private, safe, inner space. Just one moment spent like this in a busy day can reset so many of our energies and our patterns, what's going on in our thoughts, what's going on in our hearts, what the body's going through in that moment. Dropping in for just a few moments in our day can help reset our experience in alignment with our own inner rhythms. Okay. So that little brief alignment, we're not going on a big journey today meditationally. I just want to say a few words about the energies of now. Let's feel if it's me speaking or if I'm going to get out of the way and let a message come through. Okay, I'll start and guides can take over. So at this point, this halfway point in the lunar cycle, when the moon is halfway, it's a time of phenomenal opportunity. And sometimes we have opportunity and choices and they're nebulous. But sometimes life becomes simple and there's a split and we can go this way or we can go that way. And right now, at this time, there is that opportunity to choose. Which way am I going to go? Now, with what exactly? Well, what keeps coming to light at the moment is that how we respond to what is going on around us, whether it's our personal experience or how we're personally experiencing a wider event, how we respond at this point right now is determining what vibratory resonance for our future manifestations, because that's what we're hard at work at in the inner planes at the moment, manifesting our future. What vibratory resonance do we align ourselves with? And there's a phenomenal amount of support coming through from the guides to help lift us, coming through from within to help lift us, so that at this time we take this opportunity to align with the higher vibratory resonances and manifest for ourselves those opulent resonances that give us a more graceful, easier, kinder, lighter, more beautiful future, and a future that it's like there's these little droplets dropping in, these little bubbles of opportunity that contain within them the pictures that are our heart's dream of the future. So not our mind's dream, which can be quite limited. And it can contain those beliefs from the past that are based on past experiences that have taught us, well, this much is possible, but no more. And not our expectations, which come from, again, what we've experienced and learned to expect back from the world, which can really limit what's possible. These little bubbles of future potentiality that are dropping in now as potential for us to align with resonantially, they're coming from our heart's dream, our connected heart's dream. And that's the part of us we just dropped into that rests in with the gateway to the infinite, to the unknown, to the unknowable. These are the dreams that transcend the limitations we come with. And at this point in the lunar cycle, it's like there's this beautiful gift. Would you like to be lifted? Would we like to just let ourselves be lifted? So in the way we can do that is when we find ourselves responding to what's happening in the here and now experience, what's going on right now, is to notice where we are, where our responses could be lifted, where we're not responding with kindness and compassion, we're responding with anger or judgment, where we're responding in a way that makes us feel tight and constricted. Can we take this moment just to make a choice to say, I'd like to respond differently, even if we feel we can't do that, even if we feel it's challenging. And I don't mean, when I say this, that we should be denying any part of how we feel about what's going on. We're not here to bypass the responses we need to move through or deny ourselves the processes that lift us and help us grow. But where we feel we're responding out of habit, just because we've always responded that way, and perhaps we could choose to respond a different way to this situation, those are the areas where we can say, I choose. A half moon is a beautiful time because, like I say, things can go either way. And sometimes we can just stop facing that way and start facing that way. So that's what's here now. I feel those are my words. I'm going to open to see if there's a little message from the guides. I can feel their presence and the beautiful, very loving vibrations. And it's really, gosh, almost more than my heart can bear. Those qualities they are vibrating with and bringing into this moment here now. So I invite you to close your eyes, keep the attention on the breath and how you feel while these words flow. And to make the intention to receive only what's for you in a way that's safe, loving, and benevolent. There's always frequencies in a channel transmission. I feel them working with me to expand me in my heart center so I can hold the resonance, more of the resonance and the energies that they're bringing through, which feel today more important than the words. This is a very heart-centered, loving, transmission that I'm feeling from them. It's bringing through some alignments. Yeah. So these are the energy encodements transmitted as frequencies to be received according to receptivity. And the words they're giving me are remembering the more of who we are. Very simple. Nothing to get hung up on or distracted by, nothing too technical. You can just stay present with how you feel in the body, noticing the rhythm of the breath. I know there's nothing to notice particularly, no experience you should be having, just because there is an energy transmission here. Our innate intelligence is incredibly efficient. It picks up what's for us and just discards the rest. So we can each have our own unique experience in with something like this. Beloveds, the theme of now is indeed expansion. For where does expansion spring from? Like the wellspring of a fountain, but the heart and center of you. Through your hearts and center, the loving resonances are opening you to break free from the cobwebs of your old patterns of responding to the world you see. For in those responses, a little part of you stays locked in the picture of what you see repeating. And now is a time to celebrate, for so intense, amplified, and transformative have been the responses happening in the collective field of consciousness, that you have shifted reality. Yes, you have. You are manifesting new futures that contain different qualities and frequencies that are born of the resonances that have birthed in how you have all been collectively responding to your own unique, individual realities through this bumpy year. Bringing you circumstances that were unexpected and in many cases uncalled for, and in some cases difficult to digest, no? And yet the magnificence of your individual responses have lifted, expanded, delimited what is now possible for you all collectively to manifest. Now, we wish to take this opportunity in this moment to invite you to delimit what you are imagining for your futures. For in delimiting your own imagination and allowing your connected heart to be the gateway through which your own imagination flows into your awareness, the same way you might imagine that you dream. Dreams come to you. Let your imagination come to you and show you your dreams of the future beyond the limits of the past. Well, that is what you are doing. You are always breaking and expanding and opening, breaking, expanding and opening. For what builds your future structures that support the realities you wish to reside within does not have any relationship to what is breaking away and falling from you. It comes from an entirely new place within you. It is not a response to the past. It is a response to the unknown future, to the naturalness innately inherent within you all. That knowingness of this is how I would like to be. This is how things can be when they're not attached to the stories of the past, to everything I've ever known, to everything I've ever moved through, to all the things that have made me angry about what's happening to me right now, or sad, or in any way constricted. The future comes from the unknown and the unknowable. So allow yourselves to imagine from this place. This is an imagining that you don't make happen. It happens with you, through you, as you. It comes from the more of you. It flows through and reinforms your dreamings. And right now you are manifesting not just the vague general ideas about what kind of future you want. You have done all that. That is the work that has already been heavily anchored in the collective field. You are filling in the details. This is like the colouring in a colouring book. You are filling in the details. And you know that the details matter because right at the heart, in the moment of the truth of your bodily human experience in the world, details matter. And so we release you from feeling like you need to know, what is it I want? What exactly should I be demanding from the universe? What should I be requesting right now? You may know. We invite you to surrender even that knowing to your higher self, to your soul, so that soul and spirit together may dance in your dream of the details of your future manifestations. For each of you, dreaming your own world into being is part of a cell that makes up a body, a collective of a consciousness dreaming a collective future into being. And you are affecting each other because you are blossoming into that embodied realization that you are, of course, interconnected. That what you do affects all of life, and all of life is dancing with you, that you are in a dance with everything, with everybody. We wish to impress upon you there is a great deal to celebrate. That when you turn inwards, you may contact that knowingness. That while it looks as though you may have much to do before you can claim that you have reached your goals and your apparent destinations, if you turn inwards right now, there is this shared resonance of celebration, of the lifting, the opening, the expansion, and the reconfiguring of reality itself. So we celebrate you, we encourage you, we delight to meet with you and have this opportunity to perceive you in this moment of creating history, which for each of you means something unique, something different. of you all magnificently handling your unique narratives, which don't always agree with each other, and yet here you all are, standing in your chosen spaces, honoring your heart's truths, being part of a phenomenal, beautiful process of change. For you rest within the beating heart of Gaia, who is within her own ascension. And you, beloveds, are held and in alignment with your own ascension process within her. This is what it has all been for. So thank you. We want to remind you that you are doing beautifully, brilliantly. It's okay. Thank you. We are the Pleiadians, the emissaries of light, overlighting, human ascension within planetary ascension at this time. One of many councils with this, shall we say, task. So they want to say honorable task there, and my mouth is kind of stumbling over it. Hey, that was really sweet. Thank you for sitting with that, guys. I can feel that moving a lot in my own heart, and I can think throughout my day actually that's going to continue to bring things up for me to contemplate and respond to. So it'd be beautiful if you have the same. If this brings things up for you to respond to, I'd love to hear. Let me know. Otherwise, I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you. Lots of love.